Holy. Yo, calm down. Calm down. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Sir! No! Am I safe in the boat? Oh gosh. This is not what I wanted to do. Mwah! Okay, as you might have saw, this is gonna be this is just the start of episode 4. I'm gonna do this. There might be another clip. I forget. Yeah, so as you saw, I'm just exploring out here, trying to explore the map, get some resources off these. But yeah, no, we got this really, really cool area, but there was a dragon chasing me. Anyway, roll eclipse if any, and then I'll see you all back at the house for the start of episode 4 when I actually want to record episode 4. A whole clip series just for this. So found a spawner. Oh, pretty rad. Stop. They're distracted. Go, go, go. Okay, oh well. Holy, did that just drop a full set of armor? Well, if it did. Let's go, I guess. Okay, what do we get? I'm gonna have to do this. Ooh, we got some horse armor, redstone dust. Yeah, I'd rather have the string. Bone, string. Oh, saddle. Means I get a horse. Let's go. Dust, then gunpowder. Obviously, when I come back, this is dude. This is bone. This is skeletons. That's actually great. Okay. I'll see you back at the house. Again. So this is like the 10th clip. I understand. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get some stuff, you know, because we desperately need iron before we can really start getting underway, so we can have some protection. But I'm gonna mark this location down. We're gonna be doing mining soon, exploring this thing. Holy. See you back at the house again. Alright, this is really unfortunate, but I'm gonna kind of just watch over this. The audio, because I'm on console, the way I record is scuffed, so apparently my controller turned off. And then since I turned it back on, it made the microphone the headset instead of my actual microphone. So I was pretty much muted. But I want to kind of cover the important parts. This is going to be a short episode. You probably just saw some clips. I almost died to a dragon. I found some spots for a new house. And I found a skeleton spawner and a cave. So I think we're going to go to the cave soon. But anyway, here is the base. I did do the blacksmith. As you can see, I decorated it, made it look all nice. I organized it, so you know, you make the pattern, then you make the part, and then you use the parts to make the tool. But then I wanted to make a cleaver, as you can see, so I can get the bonuses. However, I learned that you need a new thing. So I made an anvil, and that is how you make the armor, and that is also how you make the sword and the cleaver. I made these books because I had to figure this out. So in order to do that, I need to make this new block, and then you use the block and some copper, iron, or diamond. I'm gonna guess they do different things, but yep. So then if we go to this book, here you go, there's the anvil, and I'm gonna read through all these, try to figure it out, try to figure out what all the special abilities are. But I did make that, as you can see, like I said, this is where you make all the gear. But anyway, as you guys can see, I have some new gear. I just made the stone stuff. However, I did make this one axe with a bone handle, so that we can get the undead and stringy, so that we can get bones and string. Obviously, now we have the skeleton spawner, which I'm going to work on very soon. So that means I won't need bones nearly as much. I don't have to worry about that. But the string, obviously, so I can make all the gear. So you see, don't need the bones, but I'm going to need plenty of string. And I need to grab some other resources so I can make the grout for some other stuff. But here in a second. But yeah, I just made a normal one because I just needed the stone one because I just need more durability. But as you can see, I have a whole bunch of repair kits as well. So in order to use the repair kits, you just right-click on them, like that, and that puts in your offhand. You cannot put it in your offhand. You have to right-click it. So once you right-click with it, and then you right-click with the whatever it is, it will give it back its full durability. So from what I believe, I think it's what the main part is. So if the head is stone, it's stone. So obviously, if I make it undead, like with the handle, that's not going to change it, but it's whatever the main part is. So if it says stone, that's what you use. So I'm going to guess. Now I wonder if that works though, because I don't know if I can make a bone repair, so I'll have to figure that out. As you can see, I have a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm going to work and try to make some progress for the mod, for the future of these mods, in between this episode, next episode. Okay, so here is the Techna info cards, which I did try to mess around with and create a little bit. As you can see, there's a lot to this mod as well, and what I'm going to do at the end of this episode, we're going to try to find a house, but with that house, I want to be able to start using some of this stuff. For example, I can make a mill, which with wheat, I can make flour, and then with flour, I can make dough, and with dough, I can make 3 breads. So that's a lot more of a bigger resource. There's also this crusher, which I think could do a lot of cool things with the shiv. So the crusher, I'm wondering if I can just do normal cobblestone, but I can at least make cobblestone slabs, which will make gravel, and then with gravel, I can make sand. And then with sand and gravel, I can get ores and gems. So that's going to give us infinite resources pretty much, because I could just make a cobblestone generator. So yeah, that's like infinite resources, because all I need is one big tree, and that's going to give us plenty of wood for repair kits for one big axe. But then in order to get the better stuff, which I can use the iron and stuff, that's what I need the grout and stuff for the tinker stuff. So that's another reason why I want a base. I need to set something like that up, which needs to be a little bit more permanent. That's not something I can just break like these tables. But yeah, so obviously there's a whole bunch. The smelter obviously isn't going to be as much because I can auto smelt, and then fortune and stuff. And same with the foundry. The foundry also won't be as important because I can just use the, what's it called? I'm going to be using the tinker mod, and I don't think those types of things are going to smelt down. But obviously there's also like the cables and stuff. There's all that kind of thing. And they're going to need energy. So obviously, we'll come back to that. And then here's this book, which I also look through. Because there's just so much I have to figure it out. I'm not going to do too much in creative. I'm going to try to figure a lot out with you guys. But yeah, so I'm going to sleep. And then we're going to go check out an area for a new base. By the way, with all the trees and stuff, that's just me trying to get spruce. So yeah, don't worry. too much. It's just me trying to collect some resources. And there is a cat, because I was just exploring, and a cat fell in my boat. And also, I don't know if you guys saw the chainmail. I was just doing this, like, you know, exploring, and I just found it all lying there. It was really random. I don't know why. So yeah, here we go. After some ride on my boat, I found, and this you kind of saw at the beginning, just some of these really cool textures, and there's a lot of things in Bedrock I do not like. However, one of the few good things, I don't know good things, but just interesting things, is the world generation. So I saw this and I thought it was really interesting, but what I'm going to skip to is, after struggling trying to get up here, what I'm going to skip to is a brand new area for, I think, my main base. Okay, so actually, real quick, here's a cool cave that I found on the way, too. So this is right out top of the mountain. So this is a really cool cave that we can explore. Might do this one first, but definitely do some mining. And here is a ruined portal, which is also right around here, which is cool. So I'll probably use that for the nether portal. Again, we have teleporters, elevators, a whole bunch of stuff, and there's some obsidian that I can use for the portal. But finally, here is where I think I'm going to build the base. That is a cool seed. That's going to be very important, and that's going to be its own episode where we're going to mess around with that. But again, I need some resources before we can do that. But here's a really just cool mountain that I think is where we're going to have it. So we have all these different types of blocks. But, you know, it's just right on the edge. I think I can do a lot of cool stuff with this. Cool views, cool bases. But right there, as you see around the corner, is there's like this just really flat area on the mountain, and I think that's where I'm gonna build a base right above it. And there's elevators and a whole bunch of cool stuff we can do. And I think with all that, I'm gonna make like the blacksmith down below. As you can see, it's coming nighttime, so when you sleep in the sleeping bag, it's like a full 12 hour, or I don't know, it's like 6 hours or something like that. So it doesn't quite make it day, but it does switch it. So we just punch the sleeping bag. But yeah, I see the flat area here, so I think that's where I'm going to do it, and that's going to give us the ability that bean I got that does like a whole island. If you were reading it, I want to do that, but I can do that over the ocean, which can be really cool. And again, we have the teleporters, so we can go all around. But yeah, so I definitely think that's where I'm going to build it. I can flatten it out so I can have a cool view, you know, with glass panes or something into the foundry. Build an island out there with elevators and a dock. There's some really cool stuff I have planned and I want to do, but I think this is where I'm going to end it around here because, like I said, we found some stuff. There's some stuff I want to work on. The skeleton spawner, which there's like experience type stuff with Tinker's Construct, which I can get more XP. But in order to set all that up, I need a base. And in order to use the furniture mods and all that and the wool mod, I also need a base that I can just kind of settle down, organize, like just a place that I can stay, figure it all out, experiment. So, like I said, those beans are going to be its own episode very shortly, probably after we do the base. That's probably going to be one of the things, because then I can use the slime. But yeah, so this is where I think I'm going to end it. Thank you for watching. I'm going to make sure I keep an eye on the microphones. I don't have to do this again. But yeah, if you guys want more, let me know. Episode 1 is still only out. This is episode 4. I'm going to have episode 4 go this week, and I'm probably going to wait a little bit to record episode like 6 and 7. I'm going to still record, try to work on the thing. I'm going to flatten it out so I have room. So I'm going to have episode 5 where I'm going to start working on the house. But yeah, so with that, peace.